Good morning everybody, it's me Spencer Lee back with another video. Today we are once again birding before work. There's a new Manu Oku chick right underneath this tree and it's right by the parking lot, so hopefully we'll be able to get a chance to photograph this little chick here within the next couple of days. Unfortunately today it looks like the parent, either it's the mom or the dad, is nesting right on top of the chick. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get some shots today, but we'll just kind of hang out. Well, it is a little bit windy, so I'm thinking because the chick is so fresh and so small, the parent might just be sitting on it throughout the day until the winds get a little bit lighter. But hopefully we'll be able to get a shot of him either today, because today is Saturday, or tomorrow's Sunday. I also work Monday and Tuesday and I could get shots of him then, but then the foot traffic and the regular traffic over here is just absolutely crazy, so I don't want to draw too much attention to myself, this like crazy person with a huge ass backpack, vlog camera, regular telephoto camera, taking pictures of birds on a busy Monday morning. But we'll do it if we have to. But, oh, he's stepping off. All right. Time to go. Trying to see if any of them is the parent that's gonna land, or we'll be able to get like a nice shot of the parents interacting with this chick here. He's just chilling there. I think tomorrow I gotta bring my tripod though, because we need to get up a little bit higher to get a little bit of a better angle on him. But yeah, some of you eagle-eye viewers might have noticed that I switched up the camera bag this time. The last time we were here birding before work for like 6 days, essentially 6 days straight, when I was working, but I was using a different camera bag. I was using the Think Tank Backlight Sprint. Today I've got the Shimoda Urban Explorer 25 liter. It's an older camera bag that I've had for a while, but I've kind of remixed it and revamped it so that it can hold my beautiful camera and lens combination. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this older camera bag with this newer core unit and why combining those two together makes this kind of like the perfect urban camera bag, especially like an urban birding camera bag for sure. And of course compare it to my other two camera bags, the Think Tank Backlight Sprint as well as my Shimoda Action X30, kind of explain why this like 3 camera bag combination works so well for me. And yeah, just give us a chance to photograph the new Manu Oku chick. Yeah, nothing too crazy here in this video because I literally only have like minutes on this 4-day stretch to like try and film this vlog here, so we'll see if we can pull it off. Unfortunately, not too much action here this morning with this little guy here. He's kind of woke up, did his thing for a little while. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get anything else for the rest of today here. Might have to give it another go tomorrow. We'll wait a little bit longer. So yeah, the last time we were birding before work, we shot a couple of chicks, one by the Border Water Supply and then a couple over here by POB1 in the parking lot. And those chicks have actually grown up and started to fledge, and they're pretty big by now. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess this birding before work kind of thing is gonna be coming to an end. And then I saw the blue band down here this year and checked it out with my friends a couple of days ago, and I'm like, oh, there's a chick, but the parent is just sitting on it and it's not really gonna let up or do anything. So yeah, it's like came back over here. I'm like, oh yeah, let me try see if we can get a shot of this chick here this next couple of days of work. The problem is that the sun comes up so much later, so I really don't get good light until now, like maybe like 6:15, 6:30, and that really doesn't give me a lot of time to get this shot. Maybe if I do get off of work again over this weekend or this next stretch or whatever, I'll just come back during the morning and just kind of hang out and wait over here for the adult to come back, and then we can talk more about our camera gear. But yeah, I don't know. And yeah, this chick ain't doing much, but I don't want to miss the moment. I don't want to miss the opportunity to catch a feeding, because yeah, the feeding shots that we got last time were pretty good, and so far they're the best feeding shots that I've gotten so far. But if I'm able to get this shot, a feeding of this chick, this might top it because we're able to get much closer. It's a nice unobstructed view. We're not quite eye level with it, but I think that's okay. But yeah, we'll see if we're able to pull this off over the next couple of days. But for now, I think I'm gonna call it, head into work, and try this again tomorrow. Fucking hell, I missed it. Let's just record it for now with the new iPhone here. It happens as I'm drop my camera off, walking into work now, and then the feeding happens. I think I got a few shots of it. Would have liked to get more video, but that is what it is. All right, so it's like what, 6:45? We gotta come back here at 6:45 tomorrow, because again, these guys are creatures of habit. I'm thinking the feeding will probably, hopefully, happen around the same time, and then this time we'll be prepared. Man, yeah, we're cutting it close. We gotta get into work, clock in on time already. Ah, shucks. So, unfortunately, we did not get put on call this morning. I thought we had a chance, but we did not. But that gives us the excuse to do just a real quick comparison to the rest of my camera bags here. The sun is coming up, so I can't spend too long here. But you know, let's just get started here. So the bag that I used last time was this guy. This is the Think Tank Backlight Sprint. It's a 15-liter bag, very small capacity, but it can still hold like my 300mm G Master mounted, plus my vlog camera and all that kind of stuff. And I liked it because it was so small, lightweight, and portable. And for the last time we were birding before work, it served me well. And it's been serving me well because I've been trying to keep things very like slim, minimal, and just as small as possible. But it was a little too small to carry my laptop. So that's why we kind of upgraded our system to the Urban Explorer 25-liter on this particular mission, and paired it with the core unit, which we'll kind of talk more about in the next section of this video. But yeah, wanted to start bringing my laptop to work, especially here on the weekend on Sunday, because we have NFL games going on and I want to be able to watch my fantasy team lose in real time, as well as the Steelers lose in real time. So the laptop carry was definitely a must, and that's kind of the biggest factor why I needed to kind of upgrade the bag in size. So if you are somebody who likes to carry their laptop inside their backpack, whether it's traveling or going into the office or whatnot, then Urban Explorer 25 is just kind of like a step up from the what is it called? The Backlight Sprint. But it is quite a bit bulkier, heavier. It's harder to carry, so I wouldn't recommend necessarily doing any sort of like crazy long hikes with this one, whereas the Backlight Sprint, it's small and lightweight and portable, that you would probably have no problem carrying it deep and far into the backcountry. Now, my other camera bag that I typically use from time to time, not so much nowadays, but if I really have to kind of maximize the amount of camera gear that I'm bringing, that's where this guy comes in, the Shimoda Action X30. And like I mentioned in a previous video, we've got the extra large mirrorless core unit inside of here. And while it can fit a laptop, I wouldn't necessarily choose it for work because this thing looks like a monstrosity. You know, it looks so big and bulky. It looks like I'm really hiking deep into the backcountry, so I don't necessarily want to use it for work per se, just because of how rugged it looks. But it is slightly heavier, slightly bigger, but you know, and it can hold, you know, quite a bit more camera gear, especially with this expandable roll top here. So if you are somebody who, you know, doesn't bring your camera gear into the city and primarily shoots outdoors, and you have like a lot of camera gear, or you want like this big, you know, sort of all-in-one solution for a camera bag, I would definitely be looking more so towards the Action X series. But the Urban Explorer 25, it's kind of like a nice medium between the Think Tank and the Shimoda Action X. And you know, I just think it serves a nice place in my camera bag toolkit. I've kind of whittled my camera bags down to just these three because they each kind of serve a unique purpose. And you know, I kind of got rid of extra Shimoda bags, extra wandered bags that I've used in the past, and just kind of stuck to these three, and it's served me well. I haven't had a desire or an interest in possibly, what is it called, getting a new camera bag for a different use case per se, because it just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, all right, sun is coming up. We need to head towards the chick and see if we can get a shot of it. And today, since we're still parking on campus, we got Big Bertha with us, so hopefully this will help. My coworker is not a paid actor. She is an actor, but she's not a paid actor. I got the chick. The adult is off. So I think we will set our tripods up and just kind of wait it out and see. I think the last time they came feeding him around 6:45. That gives me 15 minutes to walk into work and clock in, maybe less. So it's like, oh, these birds are making me cut it close here, for sure. Got a couple of adults chasing each other around here. Some more. Whoop. Oh, it's going nuts. Should be focusing on the adults over here. Look, it's crazy. All right, well, unfortunately no luck today, but maybe tomorrow we'll be able to get something. But we're not bringing the big monstrosity of a tripod tomorrow because that'd be too much. But watch, as soon as I break down the tripod, I bet you it happens. All right, day number 3. The good news is we got put on call till 10 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully that'll give us some ample time to finally get like the perfect shot of this guy here. The bad news is that it's a Monday morning. We've got the vlog camera and this monstrosity, and we're about to set it up here at one of the busiest areas in downtown Honolulu. So it's gonna be super, super awkward, but it is what it is. We'll just deal with it. All right, so this bag here, the Urban Explorer 25, is kind of like the perfect urban birding camera bag in my opinion. I really like it because it doesn't really look too much like a camera bag. It's nice and sleek, and yeah, it just doesn't scream camera bag at you. Aside from the waist straps that are optional and I added on, aside from the tripods and shit, you wouldn't know that I'm this crazy bird photographer. But hopefully you guys can see this. If I open it up, you can see that inside we've got the new Shimoda L25 RST Core Unit. And the reason I wanted to get this core unit for this bag in particular is because the core unit that the Urban Explorer 25 came with previously was too small to fit a fully mounted telephoto setup like this, like the 300G Master. It also has space on this side for like vlog cameras, teleconverters, extra lenses, and all that kind of stuff. And this top pocket over here actually pairs well with the core unit because you can add all of our extra stuff here, like batteries, 360 camera. It's a nice quick access compartment. It does stick out a little bit, but honestly, it really is not that terrible. I think this is like the perfect pairing of core unit with camera bag for what we're doing here. I'm missing the shot already. Gosh dang it, I hate doing YouTube videos. I literally just missed the feeding. Like when I had sat down to do that little bit of piece to camera, it was just the chick. And by the time I was finished, like which literally took like less than a minute, I looked up and the chick had just finished eating. So I think I just caught the tail end of it a little bit. Yeah, just like the tail end of the feeding, but I didn't quite get the shot here. I should just focus on photography. Sometimes I wish I could just focus on photography, because it is frustrating to like miss a shot while you're filming these videos. And let the nesting begin. Yeah, we'll try it again tomorrow. Hopefully we get off again tomorrow. That's kind of a bummer. Spencer, you epic failure. Can't believe I got put on call again. But yeah, we're back. Last day of birding before work. We'll see how this goes. All right, got the shot. Whew. Mission accomplished with these birds. As you can see, we're using the Think Tank today, primarily just because if I did have to work today, I didn't need a laptop because today's Tuesday. There's no football on Tuesday, so I don't need my laptop to go to work. All right, yeah, nothing too crazy in this video. I didn't want to talk about anything super serious. I just needed something to film this week for a vlog, and the thing that we were shooting was the birds. It was the Manu, and you know, of course, doing it before work, and also, you know, just utilizing 3 separate camera bags for like 3 separate things. So we as photographers kind of like to collect camera bags, but as I've kind of been looking at like the current toolkit that I have for my camera gear, and you know, of course my camera bag camera gear. Now it's super bright. I've been trying to approach my camera bag solution with a little bit more of a discerning eye, because yeah, when you have like a whole bunch of camera bags that you have to pick and choose from, you can kind of have this feeling of like analysis paralysis. You're trying to like pick and choose you know, a different camera bag for each situation. You want to like utilize all your camera bags so they don't go to waste. But I've kind of settled on these 3 separate camera bags for, you know, 3 separate occasions. You know, the Backlight Sprint obviously is the one that we use if we're trying to be like ultra minimal, we're just shooting, we're not doing any sort of like what is it called, office work or watching football or anything like that. Anything that doesn't require the laptop, and I can also keep things sort of minimal. That's what the Backlight Sprint is for. If I'm trying to be like a maximalist, that's where the Action X comes in handy, because I can throw in a whole bunch of stuff in there. And the Urban Explorer kind of fits right in the middle. The addition of the L25 mirrorless RST Core Unit in that bag really turns it into like the perfect, almost like office camera bag or birding before work camera bag, because I can fit in my huge telephoto setup in addition to my laptop, my other camera gear as well. So it's nice and it's helpful for that, and I think it kind of fits right in the middle between the Backlight Sprint and the Action X in my workflow. And aside from my Yeti bag, which I use for like underwater or like, you know, waterproof kind of stuff, these 3 bags are kind of like my main 3 camera bags that I kind of rotate my kit between. And you know, I just find that don't really have a need for any of my other camera bags on top of these three. But yeah, I wanted to take a quick moment right now to plug my calendars for next year. I don't know if these Manu Oku shots will go to the calendars. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But if you are interested, I do have 2026 calendars for sale. I have Forest Birds of Hawaii and Water Birds of Hawaii. So if the Manu Oku do make it into the calendar, they'll go in the Water Birds. If you do decide to pick one up, your purchases and your proceeds will not only go to supporting this YouTube channel for more wildlife and landscape photography videos like this, but also the great thing about buying these calendars is that half of the proceeds will be donated to conservation organizations that whole mission is to support the conservation of our native birds. I kind of wanted to use these calendars to sort of give back to the birding community and to the conservation community that works so hard to protect these birds. So yeah, if you are interested, the link to these calendars will be to my website in the description of this video. But I think that's gonna about do it for me. Just a quick little video here for these guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the shots. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, this travel, vacation, a little bit of photography, education, hit that like button, comment below, subscribe if you aren't already, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.